Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Dallas back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we have another Riddell limited edition pocket size helmet unboxing. This is helmet number 8 of the year. And so far, I have every single helmet that Riddell has dropped this year for the limited edition pocket size helmets. Couple quick things before we start it off. This will be the first time this year where we have a duplicate team. So what I am saying here is this is the first time this year. This is the 8th helmet that's dropped this year for Riddell. They're dropping 14 helmets this year. We're on the 8th one right now. We're going to the 9th pretty soon. This is the first time this year where we have more than one team for a limited edition helmet. For a good example, all the helmets that have dropped this year have been all different teams except for this one. This one is a second one. And we'll get to it in a second, but this is probably one of my favorite Riddell helmets that has dropped this year. I said this before with the Arizona Cardinals helmet that just dropped about 4 weeks ago. So a month ago. There it is right there. That's my newest one. Well, was. Here's the package. We'll get to it in just a second, but I just want to show you guys. I have 11 helmets. This will be my 12th one that I unboxed today. I started off buying the Pittsburgh Steelers alternate yellow. Then I went to the Los Angeles Chargers alternate throwback. Then I went to the Jacksonville Jaguars throwback. The Washington Commanders alternate. And then this is where we started. All these 4 helmets, all right? The Steelers, this Chargers one, Jaguars, and the Commanders. These 4 helmets were from 2025. They're from last year. Those were like the last ones that dropped. Then we started off 2026 with the Seattle Seahawks. My favorite helmet in my collection, by the way. And I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm not a Seahawks fan, but this is my favorite limited edition helmet that I have by far. It's their rivalry. Then we have the Bills throwback red helmet, the Patriots rivalry, nothing too special, probably my least favorite helmet so far in my whole collection. Then we have another Chargers one, but this one is from this year. So this Chargers helmet is from 2025. It's not from 2026. Otherwise, obviously this would be the second time we had the same team. Anyways, this is the Chargers Color Rush Royal helmet. And then here we have the Los Angeles Rams. So there's 2 Los Angeles teams, of course. This is the Rams rivalry helmet. And then we have the New York Giants Color Rush Royal. And then previously we had the Arizona Cardinals rivalry. So there was a pattern that Riddell looked like they were going to be doing all year. Because they started off this year with their first drop being the Seattle Seahawks, rivalry helmet. Then they went to a throwback, which was, of course, the Bills. So it looked like it was going to be a pattern for the whole year that Riddell was going to drop these helmets. Because look, there's the rivalry helmet. Helmet number 3 is a rivalry helmet. Helmet number 4 is a throwback / color rush royal / alternate. And look at this, helmet number 5. The odds are all rivalry helmets so far. Rams rivalry. Color Rush Royal for the Giants, number 6. Number 7, we have another rivalry. So you guys would be thinking, well, this is obviously not a rivalry helmet, correct? Well, let's just say that pattern I thought Riddell was going to do all year did not work out for me that well. And not to mention that this will be the first time where we have back-to-back rivalry helmets from Riddell. Sorry, guys, I had to zoom out my camera real quick there. Otherwise, you guys couldn't see the whole box. So just a second. So this box is actually a little bit bigger than what I usually receive for Riddell. Usually, Riddell has a square helmet that they come with. But this one's actually kind of more rectangular on this side. I know it looks like a square box, but it's actually just slightly bigger by like an inch. I can tell that the length of this box here is a little bit bigger, which is very, very interesting because, like I said, this is my first package where it's not like a square regular box like it always usually is. So, not sure if Riddell is using different boxes to ship out their stuff or what, but I also want to mention, I don't want to get the confidential information in this video, of course, I never do. But I just want to point out that this packing list enclosed is also new. This is where it shows all the information of the purchase, the address and the cost and all that. You know, just the packing slip. That was never like this. It wasn't out like this. It was always inside the box with the helmet. And I actually kind of like that it's outside the box because, you know, that way I know for sure it's what I ordered and all that. So props to Riddell for that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, just thought I'd show you guys all my limited edition rivalry helmets, alternate helmets, color rush royals, and of course throwbacks. We really haven't had a throwback helmet. Actually, no, I don't think we've... never mind. The Bills one. This Bills helmet's the only throwback helmet that's been dropped this year. So this is the only throwback helmet that's been dropped this year. And we'll get to the Bills helmet here in a little bit because what we have inside this box is another rivalry helmet. So back to back. Very exciting. I know I'm using a knife. Probably not very smart, right? At this point, I don't care. I just want to get this awesome thing opened up. Look at this thing. This thing is really weird. This box is way different. But inside here, we have our first team. That is our first duplicate helmet. That's the same team. But before that, we got to... In terms of celebration of this beautiful helmet that a lot of people are happy that came out... Oh, there we go. Had to do it. We're going to go ahead and pop that. And I know this video is already 7 minutes long. I'm trying to get into it. But inside here, helmet number 8 of 2026 for Riddell. And oh my goodness, this might be a top 3 favorite for me. Because man, oh man. This helmet is absolutely amazing. I'm trying to break down this. I'm actually going to put this in the box. You know, the whole thing or whatever. The pop thing, the pop plastic bag. But here we have another Buffalo Bills helmet. This is the Buffalo Bills 2025. Well, this is a 2026 drop. But it's the Buffalo Bills rivalry helmet. And at first, it doesn't look anything too special, of course. You just got a basic plain white helmet. Kind of like this Patriots one. And we'll get to it in a little bit why I like the Bills rivalry helmet way more than the Patriots one. We'll get to that here in a little bit. I have a great explanation a lot of people are going to agree with. And just look at that. The logo is... Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, it's a plain white helmet everywhere, basically. And this is a pretty nice white. It's, like I said, the same color as that Patriots rivalry helmet that I just showed you guys. And, basically, it's just, you know, you have a white face mask, a white helmet itself. The logo is actually really nice. I like this rivalry logo. Let's see if I can... That's way better, okay. You can see the silver is a little shiny. I don't know if I know the flashlights, it's going to be better on the look side. I'm just worried that you guys are going to get blinded by it because there's this little light here. So just ignore that, please. This is the only way you guys are going to see this really well. But yeah, very nice logo. I love this Bills rivalry logo. It's not that I don't like the red color on the Bills. I think the Bills blue is just more appealing than the red Bills. Like, I know a lot of people liked this Bills red helmet that we'll get to as well. We'll do a side-by-side comparison real quick. But let me know in the comments, guys, which helmet do you like more, the Bills red one or the rivalry? I'm sure a lot of people are going to say the red helmet. And yeah, I agree. I think the Bills red helmet's just a little bit better than the rivalry logo. Or than the rivalry helmet, excuse me. But it's only because the red is really nice on this helmet. On the throwback. But we already reviewed the the Bills throwback. So we have the rivalry one. And the cool thing, I know it's really hard to tell, but in the back here, the stripe is like a silver, almost like a I don't know, like a cracked ice. Like if you have let's say you place like, you know, one of those ice cube trays. Let's say if you fill up the ice all the way, and it's not just cubes, like it's a full block, full strip of ice, and then you kind of cut it or like put some like cracks in it or some, you know, some creeves in it. This is what this back looks like, and I know it's really hard to tell, but you can see, and this is silver, by the way, too. I know it's really hard to tell, but it's like a chrome silver. You can see it up here on the top of the camera. It's really nice and silver. That's mainly why I like this helmet more than the Patriots helmet. Because the Patriots helmet, the Patriots helmet, you don't have any of that. It's literally just a different logo. And the nice thing about the Patriots logo is it's very similar to the Bills, actually. Because, you know, you have the silver chrome there, but the Bills blue is more royal. It's more like a royal blue than the Patriots helmet's more of a navy blue. Which I like navy blue a little bit more, but still. And what is going on here? What is that? I don't know. I guess that's on the inside, which would really suck because, you know, they're sealed shut pretty well. But either way, very cool review, guys. Like I said, super happy that this finally came. It's Wednesday. They dropped this helmet basically a week ago. It took them 6 days to ship this helmet, which was the longest it has took to ship this. And I pay for, I pay $5 shipping. So the shipping on this one is a little bit too much. Because, like, I remember the, what was it? Yeah, the Seattle Seahawks helmet came in like 2 days, and I paid the same money amount of shipment. And I know that's not Riddell's fault. It just, you know, it happens, you know. But I'm not sure if this helmet got delayed due to something, because Riddell's based off Illinois, which Chicago is, you know, I think that's where Riddell headquarters is. I'm not quite sure, but it's around there in Illinois, but either way, so I understand that. But I live, you know, in Dubuque, Iowa. That is, you know, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Iowa state. All 3 state borders are right there. But Dubuque's in Iowa. So it's, you know, from my town, or my city, excuse me, to, you know, Chicago is only like 3-hour drive. But understandable, though, for Riddell. Like I said, this helmet just dropped. I'm not quite sure how well Riddell is going to be doing this year with the helmet drops. Because due to Riddell upgrading the helmets up to $15 instead of $10 or $9.99. It's $14.99 now. The Seattle Seahawks helmet was the most expensive helmet I paid for. It was $20 by Riddell. And I know a lot of people were really upset because of that. But honestly, guys, $20 still isn't horrible. Because look at this helmet, man. It's like a silver logo. I mean, like, yeah. And another cool thing is that even though this was $20, this helmet still sold out in like 3 to 4 weeks still. In fact, not to mention, only 2 helmets sold out this year by Riddell. It's the Seahawks one and this Bills throwback, which are arguably probably the 2 best helmets this year. They dropped right away. And I would not be surprised if, you know, this Bills rivalry helmet, you know, sells out pretty fast. I know the, where's it at? Yeah, this Los Angeles Rams. I know this Los Angeles Rams rivalry helmet is pretty close to selling out. I'm not sure how the Patriots or Cardinals one is doing. The Cardinals one just came out. So the Cardinals one will be probably still a little bit till it sells out. But I don't know how close the Patriots one is. But I know the Rams one is getting down there. Like I said, limited edition, 1 of 525 helmets. So there's only 525 of these made. And I know a lot of people are surprised, you know, with there only being 525 of these made. You would think these would sell out very quick. But a lot of people haven't. I don't know if a lot of people just haven't been ordering them because of the price or what, or the helmet conditions, or just because of what Riddell's choosing. But I think Riddell is actually choosing really great helmets this year. Like I said, they've dropped, you know, a throwback helmet, the Bills throwback helmet, that sold out in like a month. The Seahawks rivalry helmet, they dropped for $20. Like I said, pretty expensive, but still worth it. It's still sold out in There we go. Couldn't, trying to snap there, you know, in a heartbeat. And then obviously, well, you know, in a month. And then, you know, you have, you know, all these rivalry helmets being made. You know, you got Seahawks is 1, Patriots is 2, Rams is 3, Cardinals is 4. Now this Bills one's the 5th one. There's only 3 rivalry helmets that Riddell has not came out yet, or has not dropped. Those 3 helmets are the New York Jets rivalry helmet, which is probably the worst one, to be honest. The Miami Dolphins rivalry one is pretty nice. It's like a blackout helmet instead of like a white one. It's nothing too special. And then the San Francisco 49ers is probably the most requested rivalry helmet by fans so far. Ever since, you know, they dropped this Bills one. A lot of people want that 49ers rivalry helmet. That's probably going to be a sellout one pretty quick, just like the, you know, Bills and Seahawks. But either way, like I said, I'm sorry that this video was pretty long, like I said before. I just really like doing these, you know, rivalry helmets. I mean, these, you know, rivalry helmets, I think, deserve all the time they get because, you know, they're only used a couple times a year. And only once for these guys. But yeah, I'm really hoping Riddell drops all 8 rivalry helmets. I'm guessing they are. Like I said, all Riddell needs to do is just drop 3. Basically, there's 6 helmets left that Riddell's going to drop this year. As long as Riddell drops 3 of the 6 helmets this year, they, you know, get all 8 rivalry helmets in. And I'm guessing that's what Riddell's doing. It would be really smart, just considering, you know, you already have 5 of them done. And you still have 6 more helmets to do. Just do the rest of the rivalries, you know. I'm at that point where just do it, please, you know. I'm just carefully putting all of my rivalry helmets in this bag. I keep these in very good condition because obviously they're limited edition. And I know some of you guys might be wondering why I don't order. Let me get this straight. Let me repeat what I was going to say because I stuttered there. You guys are probably going to be wondering why I don't order 2 of these rivalry helmets. It's actually not because they're too expensive to buy 2. Like, I know if I buy 2 a piece, it would be $30. Or the Seahawks one would have been over $40. It's not because of, well, it's because it's expensive, but at the same time not. I just don't choose to you know, take the time to, you know, no offense to Jaguar fans. I'm not going to cut it open, don't worry. I'm not giving you guys PTSD or anything. But imagine cutting one of these, all right? Like, if I order 2 of these and open one up, that's cool. But look, there's only 525 made. So if you open one of these up, that's just going to limit the access of, you know, this specific limited edition helmet that, you know, still is in the packaging in good condition. So if I open this up with scissors and then take it out, this whole thing is ruined. So yeah. And eventually, I might get to the point where I might order 2 of these at a time. But for now, I'm only ordering 1 at a time. Just keep it in the package. Just let life do its thing with collectibles in life. Because who doesn't love collectibles? I sure do. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, whether that being, you know, a Riddell limited edition helmet video, which that'll be probably a month till that happens again. And yeah, whatnot. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.